Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything on all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. And if you think that the 2027 presidential election campaign has not started, think again. The 2027 presidential election campaign is already raging, but not many people are aware of this. But discernible people, especially this channel, is aware of it. That is why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has unleashed some of his previous critics against Peter Obi, the only man who stands a chance of kicking him out of office in 2027. And they are not hiding it. Reno Omokri and Bwala, they are not hiding the fact that their job is Peter Obi. Only those who are not discernible can say they are not aware of this. Now, in this video, I want to expose their hypocrisy because of what they did recently, or wrote recently about Peter Obi. Because as I told you, they have been unleashed on Peter Obi. The day I know that that is their agenda was when I saw the picture of Nuhu Ribado, the National Security Advisor, with Reno Omokri. That picture, like the Chinese said, that picture contains a lot more than 1,000 words. It says a lot. What contains in that picture alone? What's more than 1,000 words? And Bwala has proudly said his own, that he is out for Peter Obi. Once he was reintegrated into the cycle of Tinubu, one of his first exposé was that he is out for Peter Obi. But this channel is out to also point out their hypocrisy in some of the things they do, and to share it with Nigerians and the rest of the world. Recently, Reno Omokri, who was a fanatical supporter of Atiku Abubakar, ahead of Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, ahead of the 2023 presidential election, just like Bwala, wrote about Peter Obi's engagement with the obedience, because Peter Obi recently had a Twitter space outing with the obedience and those who are interested in building a new Nigeria. And since Peter Obi is their assignment, Reno Omokri was also listening in, and he was looking forward to, he will use to attack Peter Obi after the program. And because there is virtually nothing he could say, he now wrote that it is unfortunate that when Peter Obi, when challenged during his headspace outing, Peter Obi failed to take a stand on the crisis rocking the Labour Party. He sat on the fence. He said that he's more interested in building a new Nigeria than building a new Labour Party. Yes, and Peter Obi was right, and he's right. Peter Obi, as I have said in several videos in this channel, Peter Obi is bigger than Labour Party. Peter Obi's obedient movement is far more formidable as a threat to the APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu than the Labour Party. Labour Party is literally useless without Peter Obi. And I can say it anywhere without fear of contradiction. Peter Obi, Labour Party in 2011 did not even have a presidential candidate. That's how useless they were. They endorsed Jonathan, the candidate of the Goodluck Jonathan, the candidate of the PDP. They did the same thing in 2015. They endorsed Jonathan because they don't have a presidential candidate. In 2019, when they had a presidential candidate, Mohammed Usman, despite all the noises that the Nigerian Labour Congress is making that they form the party, it's their party, with the overwhelming number, Labour Party members of Nigerian Labour Congress should be over 500,000, or over 1 million, because you can imagine the number of workers in Nigeria, all of them belonging to Nigerian Labour Congress, one way or the other, or to the TUC. Their candidate, Mohammed Usman, got only 5,074 votes in 2019 election, an election that Buhari, the candidate of the APC, got 15 million votes. Atiku Abubakar of the PDP got about 11 million votes. The candidate of the Labour Party got 5,074 votes. So that's how useless the party was before Peter Obi came in. Okay? So that's settled. Peter Obi is right that he's more interested in building a new Nigeria because he is bigger than the Labour Party. And the Labour Party should know it. When Peter Obi steps out of that party, it will return back to where it was before. That's a fact. So, using that, saying that Peter Obi did not intervene, he was sitting on the fence, which also begs and where was Atiku Abubakar when Nyesom Wike led G5 governors to mess up People's Democratic Party and scatter the campaign of his principal, Atiku Abubakar? Did Atiku say anything? Did Atiku mobilize the PDP to take a stand against those 5 governors? Even right now as I talk, Nyesom Wike has useless that party. Has Atiku said anything as the leader of the PDP, if Peter Obi is the leader of APC, of the Labour Party? What is Atiku's position on Nyesom Wike serving in Tinubu's government of APC and bad-mouthing the PDP at every second, and bad-mouthing even Atiku Abubakar himself? Because any time you see Nyesom Wike talk about that, he stood that the power must return to South. He is bad-mouthing Atiku Abubakar, who was insisting that power must return to the North at that time. Why didn't, if Reno is not a hypocrite, why didn't he tell us the position of Atiku Abubakar publicly? Why didn't Atiku come out and say something? And up to now, has he said anything about Nyesom Wike? This is the same person that is talking about Peter Obi, when he has not addressed the problem in his party, because I think Reno Omokri is a PDP person. So, what has Atiku Abubakar said? Is Atiku Abubakar staying on the fence, or is he staying on the front border about the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party, in which Nyesom Wike is at the center of it? And he went on to say that if Peter Obi cannot build Labour Party, how can he build Nigeria? Peter Obi can build Nigeria better than Atiku Abubakar and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Already Bola Ahmed Tinubu have shown that he's incapable of building Nigeria. He's incapable of building Nigeria. See how the country is collapsing under his care in terms of insecurity, in terms of the economy. You don't need any soothsayer to tell you that he cannot build Nigeria. And Peter Obi can build Nigeria. And that is not in doubt. Nigerians can bear witness what he did in Anambra State. excuse me, and he can duplicate it in Nigeria. He said that Peter Obi is a trader, that he is not a leader. Perhaps he doesn't understand what it means to be a leader. Reno Omokri don't know what it means to be a leader. When you are looking for leaders with quality, with integrity, with capacity, with transparency, with accountability, there is no leader better than Peter Obi in Nigeria of today. Not even his principal, Atiku Abubakar, nor Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the new man he is serving, can come close in transparency, in accountability, in openness. And he knows, Reno Omokri knows it. There are several videos of him praising Peter Obi, that he is the man who can rescue Nigeria from bad governance. Reno Omokri. So, if they are talking about those who are hypocrites, he is the hypocrite of the highest order. Because even before other Nigerians could talk about Peter Obi, Reno Omokri had been singing the praises of Peter Obi as a man who can really transform Nigeria. That is a fact. You can go on social media. You see several of Reno Omokri's video praising Peter Obi. But because Peter Obi is not a man who has to massage their ego and other things, Peter Obi, they turn against him because Peter Obi is not ready to massage the ego of anybody. He's fixated in a new Nigeria. That's why you keep on seeing Peter Obi where he said that he's not desperate to be the president of Nigeria, but he is desperate to see Nigeria work. Now that takes us to Daniel Bwala. Daniel Bwala only find his voice when it comes to Peter Obi. Daniel Bwala is from Borno State. Borno State has a sizable number of Christians. Christians in Borno State are marginalized. Their voice are not heard. They exist as if they do not exist. Bwala is our faith. As a lawyer, what has he done for the people of Borno, those who are Christians, to give them a voice? When it comes to the problem of the marginalized Christians of Borno, Bwala had no voice. He pretended to be a voice when he opposed Muslim ticket of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But now we know better. His opposition at that time was not altruistic. It wasn't done in good faith. He doesn't speak for the marginalized Christians of Borno. But it is when it comes to Peter Obi, he found his voice. He doesn't speak against Atiku Abubakar, his last principal before Tinubu. But it's when it comes to Peter Obi has become a punching bag for them. But it's not surprising. It is because, like Dal Carnegie, the man who wrote the book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, he said something profound. He said, nobody kicks a dead dog. Let me repeat it again. Dal Carnegie wrote in his book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. He said, nobody kicks a dead dog. When a dog is dead, nobody kicks it. It is a living dog that people try to kick because they know that it is living. But when a dog is dead, You don't need to pick it. It's of no use, no point. So I can understand why they don't attack Atiku Abubakar. I can understand why they don't attack Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. I can understand why they don't attack any other presidential candidate of the 2023 presidential election except Peter Obi. Because Dr. Carnegie told us that nobody kicks a dead dog. Peter Obi is a living one because he's of value. That's why they kick him. Yes. To know how he will react. Because the fact of the matter remains, like former Baba Shilawa, former secretary to the federal government of Nigeria, it is Peter Obi that won the 2023 presidential election. And it was taken away from him. Baba Shilawa said so. So many independent verifiers of elections said so. It's a public domain. So it is Peter Obi that Bwala has mouth to talk about. Because after all, who else will you attack that will be of value to your principal? If they are paying you, they have to pay you for attacking a real target and not inconsequential target. That is a fact. So, Peter Obi is the man that Bwala has taken up to challenge. He brought a video and shared on Twitter or X. He said, take a listen to Peter Obi, vowing if he leaves Abga, let his family die. These are things that are taken out of context. He said this is before he embarked on a political olosho. He has since moved from Abga to PDP, to Labour Party, and now planning to move to SDP. Now, let me address the issue of Peter Obi moving to SDP. That story, I believe, was planted by Daniel Bwala, that Peter Obi wanted to move to SDP, because he was the only person that came up with that idea, where he said that after Nasiru El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, visited SDP, before you know it, this guy concocted a story. Bwala concocted a story that Peter Obi and Nasiru are planning to move to Labour, to SDP. Peter Obi, from what the role El-Rufai played in the last election, Peter Obi is not going to form any alliance. It's a lie from the pit of hell. When I saw it, I know it can never, it's not true. These are two parallel lines that can never cross the same path. Peter Obi can never join forces with El-Rufai. El-Rufai, who is also a big ego, like the one from Kano, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, who believe that they are the ones that own Nigeria. What they said, they are the ones that could produce presidents. So, El-Rufai would not like to be a vice president to anyone. He would prefer to be the president. And Peter Obi is not likely to be in the same boat with him. So this guy went on to say that Peter Obi betrayed betrayed Ojukwu, betrayed PDP, betrayed Atiku, and all kinds of things. It's laughable. It's laughable. That is Peter Obi that betrayed Atiku. It's Atiku that betrayed Peter Obi. Because Atiku Abubakar is not supposed to participate in the presidential election of 2019, of 2023. Because 2023 was made for Southern presidency. What is Atiku doing there? And Peter Obi understands the logic that the presidency of Nigeria in 2023 must come from the South. So you want Peter Obi to surrender his presidential ambition to Atiku Abubakar when the Northern president, Buhari, has done presidency for 8 years. So you want Peter Obi to step down for Atiku in 2023. I think Bwala must be a joker. Must be a joker. 2023 was for a Southern president. And Peter Obi was right to stand his ground that he will be he's the candidate that should put himself forward. But Atiku, who knows that North has done 8 years under Buhari, insisted he wanted to be president. And Peter Obi allowed him now and left the party for him. And the rest, they said his sister. Peter Obi didn't betray him. He is the one that betrayed Peter Obi. He's supposed to rally around Peter Obi, knowing that that 2023 was not for the North. But he was digging in. He wanted to be president after Buhari. Even right now, he's still digging in. He wants to be president after 2027. And when Peter Obi will enter the ring, Atiku will also enter. Then you say Peter Obi betrayed Atiku. Atiku has no business seeking for president in 2027. It's not the turn of the North, whether Bwala like it or not, or whether Atiku himself like it or not. Now, Peter Obi also did not betray Ojukwu, at all. Peter Obi was in that party throughout. He was in that party throughout for his 8 years. Peter Obi left honorably. And when he left, it was because the party could not be able to give him the national platform he was looking for. That's a fact. It has nothing to do with betrayal. It is a question of being pragmatic. So he didn't betray Ojukwu. In fact, Ojukwu should be happy, and I'm sure he will be happy in his grave, seeing that Peter Obi had been able to achieve what so many other politicians could not achieve, beating the system in his first try and winning the election, and it was rigged. That is a fact that nobody can take away from Peter Obi. The big question to ask is this: is it the same Bwala that said that even if you give Tinubu 30 years, nothing will work, that is talking about that Peter Obi is a betrayer? Is it the same Bwala who admitted that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not suitable for the office of the President of Nigeria, having forfeited $400,000 proceeds of narcotic to the United States government? Is it the same Bwala who agreed with his principal then, Atiku Abubakar, that the results from the Chicago State University that Tinubu submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission as his certificate was allegedly forged? It is the same Bwala who said that he opposed Muslim ticket because it's against federal character, it's against decency, it's against a country that is a multi-ethnic and multi-religious society. Is it the same Bwala that is accusing Peter Obi of hypocrisy? Accusing Peter Obi of betrayal? Is it the same Bwala who tweeted? Who tweeted? This is what Bwala tweeted. He said, and I quote, "The human brain is unique and miraculous. It works and functions optically." Perhaps you want to say optimally, but that's what he wrote, optically. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, until you join APC, then it stops working. That is Bwala. Is he the person that is calling another Peter Obi a man of impeccable character, a man that symbolizes the best of the best in Nigerian politics? That is a betrayer. Is it this same person that is calling Peter Obi a betrayer, and himself, Bwala, is a trustworthy person? I want you to say your mind in the commentary box. How do you rate Peter Obi and the principles of Bwala. I don't want you to rate Peter Obi and Bwala. Rate Peter Obi, which is the Ogas of Bwala, Atiku Abubakar, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in terms of transparency, accountability, and incorruptibility. Say your mind in the commentary box. See you next time. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.